everybody. It's time again for our show, Getting in Tune with Lulu. Tonight we have some very special guests. We have people from the Highway Jones, the lead guitarist and the lead singer. This is Cindy Davenport and Tim Cates. When we come back, we'll do an interview with them, and then we'll even get a song in. We'll be back after our commercial break. Thanks. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Hey everybody, Johnny Van Zandt here from Skinner. Hey, I want you to donate to the Hands and Feet, Westside. Westside's the best side. There you go. It's where I was born at. Anyway, hey, listen, they're feeding homeless vets, homeless people, helping people recover. They're a good organization. Don't forget, donate to the Hands and Feet, Westside. God bless.
Rock and roll, bro. Please donate to the Hands and Feet Foundation, Westside, today. This ministry is a 501c3 non-for-profit organization. They feed people everyday hot meals. They give away clothes and food, and they also offer a sanctuary and prayer. Donate to the Hands and Feet Foundation on the West Side, Jacksonville, Florida, right there on 103rd Street. God bless you. Tell them American Hearts Radio sent you. We're on a mission for God.
Please visit Hands and Feet Westside, www.facebook.com/handsandfeet.org, or give them a call at 904-465-5083. 904-465-5083.
Hey everybody, go to handsandfeetfoundation.org and support them. Don't forget, support. For the Son of Man who came to seek and save the lost. Luke 19:10.
Hi everybody, we're back. It's time for the interview. We're going to start out by telling you a little bit about Miss Cindy Davenport and her band, Highway Jones. They're one of the best rock and roll bands in Jacksonville, and I tell you what, they're really starting to hit high around here. People are flocking to them like crazy. You can't stand it. If you hear them one time, you got to hear them some more. Cindy, tell us a little bit about, what you're doing and what's going on in Jacksonville and how you're getting everything going.
Oh my gosh, it's just crazy lately. I've lived here almost all my life, but it seems like since Highway Jones formed about 4 years ago, and the people that have been coming in who are, about our age group, listening to the style that we play and listening to our originals, things have been happening. And with all of our friends like you and Carol just supporting us and spreading the word, it's going fast. And we got a CD out that we did last year with our originals. I found out that Tim had some originals and I had some originals, so we put them together, and with the help of some friends and a shoestring budget, we got it done.
I think we all kind of live on that shoestring budget nowadays.
Amen.
I understand that you used to be a backup singer. And what band was that here in Jacksonville you were a backup singer for?
Started out with South Creek back in, I think it was 92, and then went to a starlet, Jessica Phillips. And I met a guy named Rusty Rhodes.
I know Rusty.
Yeah, we were in a band for about 7 years. Fireproof, that was our band. We did a lot of festivals. And
so you've been playing in Jacksonville quite a long time.
Yes, and I think Tim has too.
Yeah, Tim, I understand you've been in the business quite a while yourself.
In Jacksonville since about '88. I was in Texas for about 10 years before that. Came from Memphis and just in and out of bands here since the '80s.
That's wonderful, and you got the bug, so it'll be there forever. I understand that two of your boys also play in the band with y'all.
Yeah, I got tired of looking for members, so I just raised some.
Hey, that's the way to go. That's the way to go. That's real rock and roll right there.
Well, they grew up listening to it, so they had it in their blood. So.
Sure. Boy, what an honor to have had that. Also, I want to hit for a minute. These people have been going for 4 years, and they're rising way above a lot of the other bands. And the reason they are is because their sound is just so good. They have very unique voices. They rock. I mean, there's no other word that you can use for it.
Good tone. Tim has a good tone.
Yeah. That playing he does, I tell you, there's not too
We just
many
keep
out
it
there.
real clean, and when we write songs, I'll come up with a riff. I'll send it over to her. She'll put lyrics to it, send it back to me,
Yeah.
and that's how it's
Text.
been going. It works good.
So y'all pretty much write songs together.
Yes.
That's wonderful. That is wonderful. Tell me a little bit about your boys. How long have they been in the band?
Actually, Travis, he's played guitar with me in Southbound. I was in that band for about 5 years with the singer from No Saints.
Chris.
We were together. And then Jacob, he just wanted to play drums. I just got him for him, and he took it from there. When he was ready,
He's
we
good
just
at it.
rolled him into the spot.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
met Jacob first.
Really?
Yeah, about 7 years ago. I was in a band with Jacob, and then things just progressed.
Oh.
And then Tim joined our band, and then Travis.
Well, I tell you what, you got some great players.
Yes, I'm glad.
And it's wonderful how y'all put everything together and make it sound so good.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about your CD. Where can people get it? How do they go about getting it if they're not at one of your shows?
Okay.
They need some info.
Yes, well, we have them available at our shows, definitely. You can go on Facebook, Highway Jones Jacks. You can go to Reverb Nation. You can send me an email. I'll be happy to send it. And also Reverb Nation. And we accept PayPal. We accept cash, checks,
Money order?
bribes. No.
So see, they make it pretty easy for you to get one. Believe me, if you ever get a chance to get out and hear these people, if you want to hear a good rock and roll band, these are the people to see.
Thank you.
So I'm going to talk a little bit about, how they progress in Jacksonville. I'm sure they started out just like everybody else, hit and miss, hit and miss there. I see them on the books every weekend. They're somewhere, or a bunch of places. So, that's really something in Jacksonville. It's hard to do that. So tell me a little bit about that, either one of you.
And we stay pretty booked up. Plus, we do a lot of benefits, which gets us a lot of time with other local musicians. Like Jimmy Sexton, we did this recent Jimmy Van Zant thing with. I never got to play with him before.
Really? That's wonderful.
It was the first time, so it was a great thing and a good cause. We're always happy to help Harley out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Harley's amazing.
So that's some of us pretty regular.
I interviewed him last month.
Yeah. He's awesome.
But
That's
try
the
to
best
stay
part
as
of
busy
it.
as we can.
Yeah. So do y'all have a booking team, or do y'all just book yourselves? I imagine Cindy does it. Cindy's quite the charmer, and I tell you what, that's because she's such a sweet, sweet person. To know her is to love her. So,
Well, you know how it is.
oh yeah, I know how it is, but they don't.
But you go to shows and it's word of mouth. I feel like the best way to get shows with us is for them to hear us first, because I can go out and reach out, but until they really hear us, that's
Yeah.
the done deal.
And I tell you, yeah, that's what I said. Once you hear them, you're going to want a CD, and you're going to want to get out there and listen to them. We're also going to have them do a song. So we're going to go to a commercial break, and y'all can come back and do a song. How about that?
And this is raw the way we wrote it, just acoustic.
Wonderful.
Yes.
That's the way we like it.
All right. U.S. Law Shield, protecting the Second Amendment and your rights. That's right, people. Sign up now for a year and get locked in on a fixed rate and get 2 months free when you text American Hearts to 1-281-603-0105 to receive your offer. All attorney fees are covered. 24/7 attorney answered hotline. Civil and criminal trials covered. No caps or reimbursement. U.S. Law Shield. Tell American Hearts Radio sent you. U.S. Law Shield, protecting the Second Amendment and your rights.
Hi, Rich Norton here with Retriever Merchant Solutions. Retriever Merchant Solutions is an independent sales office for Vantiv credit card processing. If you're a small business and you're tired of paying high credit card processing fees, with a lot of garbage fees and you're getting terrible service, time to call us. We're a direct processor. We're going to give you better rates, better service, and you'll be happy you're with us. Call 904-434-4635. Just ask for Rich Norton. I'll be blessed and happy to help you.
Y'all see this CD? I want you to make sure that you remember what it looks like and make sure that you get it from these people. You'll be certainly glad that you did. So can y'all tell us a little bit, you got any people you want to thank or any people you want to talk about or anything like that that did with the CD?
I would love to. It's important, to mention people who are behind the scenes and that I call them our band family, people like yourselves and the radio stations. And I just made a note here. Of course, American Hearts Radio, Brian Rourke, I'd like to thank for his help. Cindy Hayes, Danny and Janine Morrison for their videos, Len Walls, G. Tavon, Lex Staley, Len Gleason, I've been co-writing songs with him, Stay Tuned Studios for their awesome work, Tanya Krober and Don Hoffinger, is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
Something
Randy
like that.
Meredith. These people are just really helping us get the word out. That's been a big, tremendous help for us this year.
Yeah, it really does make a difference when you got a team.
Yes.
When it's just one person trying to do it,
It's exhausting.
it's too much.
Yeah, so now...
So everybody has to work together.
Yeah, exactly. And then the word of mouth helps. I get calls now instead of me going out. So
Right. Yeah, I'm
the
starting to
ball
get
is
that
rolling.
myself. It's like, yay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, our dream is to have them always call us for big concerts and big
For
shows
your shows.
for big money.
Of course, I would love that.
You
That would
know.
be good. We're working with a new production company too, so
That's good.
I'll let you
That's
know
good.
more about that later. when
Okay.
it goes,
Okay.
These songs here we wrote within, a 2-year period, I believe it was.
Yeah,
And
some of the guitar riffs I've had for years, just never did anything with them.
Right.
Yes.
Until we met, because didn't everybody was really a lyric writer, so I met her.
But actually, the best song on the CD, I think, is the first one, High. And that was a true story written by Tim Cates. So I matched a riff up for him on that song.
Wow.
And then I laid it out as like a puzzle. And that's my favorite song.
What a great talent to have.
Yeah, his riffs are amazing, so.
Oh yeah, with the two of them together, that's endless talent right there. We're gonna have them play a song, and the song that they're gonna play is "Living in the Moment." Like I said, it is on the CD, so make sure that once you hear the song, you're probably gonna want it. So she's told you how to get a hold of them again. How do they do it?
You can hit us up at the gigs. You can send me an email through Messenger on Facebook, Reverb Nation.
And there's a little
There you go.
story about this song. I wrote the guitar part for another guy that never did anything with it. He was trying to write a country song. And during the hurricane, Cindy had to evacuate. So she wrote the lyrics, and these just fit together.
Wow.
So, it
Hurricane
worked out.
Matthew, yeah, that came in right after Hurricane Matthew.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Okay, like I said, without further ado, I guess we're gonna go to a commercial break and come back, and they'll sing a song for you.
Are you ready to increase your credit score? We get results. Restore your credit score. Lower your interest. Here at Trinity Credit Counsel and Financial Services, you can repair your credit score today. We specialize in identity theft, medical bills, student loans, public records, tax liens, collectors accounts, repossessions, evictions, foreclosure judgments, bankruptcy, and much more. Instagram at Tammy Credit Specialists. You don't have to live with bad credit. We get results. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Establish and maintain good credit. Go to www.elitecredit101.com or text your credit to 678-857-64. That's right. Just check out Tammy Dennis-Arnold. Get your credit repaired. Tell them American Hearts Radio sent you. Also, watch Tammy's web television series, Seeds of Financial Abundance. Only on American Hearts Radio WebTV.
slammed down, jacked up, burned out. Living in the moment, it's all in your mind. Living in the moment, you're gonna find you ain't got the
Hey. Okay, everybody, we're back. I want to talk to y'all a little bit more about, you know, I know you got upcoming shows, and I want to talk to y'all a little bit more about this CD. Maybe we can talk about each song, how it was, you know, you got some stories about any of that? I heard one, and one was good, so how about some more?
Thank you. All right. Well, he mentioned "Living in the Moment," which was about Hurricane Matthew. The number 4 song was actually the first song that I wrote for the band. It's called "Never Let You Down," and what that's about is just, you know how you're with a project and there's always outside interferences, or there's something that happens within the band. But this song was written just to let them know that we're sticking together, no matter what, through thick and thin.
Hey, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That is wonderful.
So that's that song. "Feelin' the Fire" is number 5, and this song was co-written by Lynn Edward Gleason, who was like an 80s rock star, and he's here in Jacksonville. So we co-wrote some songs, and this is kind of like it was a love song. It started out, and then I sent it to him, and he made it into like a kind of a heavy song. So I sent it to Tim, and he added cool riffs to that. Number 6 is called "Turning Back," and this was a tribute song to Rusty Burns, and it's one of your idols, isn't it?
Yeah, he played in a band called Point Blank. I saw Molly Hatchet here in Jacksonville in '81, and they opened for Molly Hatchet, and they're from Texas, and he was a left-handed player. And when I moved to Texas, I met him at a left-handed guitar shop, and we became friends. And when I got back out here, but that song, I was really impressed when I heard that song, and I managed to do that song in about every band I've been in.
That's
I
wonderful.
always said if we did a CD, I wanted to do this because he passed away recently, and kind of doing it for him, keeping it alive, and we do it pretty much just the way he did it. And the last few years he was alive, we got pretty close talking about guitars and different, because he played with the strings upside down. So that was
Oh, wow.
He was one of those kind of players, but a great blues guitar player, and they're from Texas, and the album was called "The Hard Way," and I bought it. As soon as I left the show that night, I went and found that album.
Oh, yeah, it's wonderful how a lot of the older rock people and a lot of the blues people, and you know, they all kind of come back together somehow.
Yes.
I kind of, you know, I kind of think that's God's work of putting things back together like they're supposed to be. You know, that's wonderful that you have that story to tell, and I'm sorry for you.
Yeah.
And I hope your friend rests in peace. You know,
There was a span of time of several years where we didn't talk, and then when we got back together on Facebook, he remembered exactly who I was. From
well, see, you know, everybody gets mad about Facebook. Yeah, we don't want drama, we don't want this. No, they're going to be a little.
Exactly.
But you know, it's really for a way to connect with people that you haven't connected with for a very long time. You know, I don't know about y'all, but I've met a lot of my friends, and I do a lot of my business off of Facebook because it's just that important. Here at American Hearts Radio, we have all kinds of setups in every way you can to get in there and find out what's going on. There's always something, you know, they're always posting something about whatever's going on in Atlanta as well as here. You know, we have that other station, Chisholm. So, you know, they keep it loaded up. And, you know, Facebook's a wonderful way. It's probably where that stupid guy comes from called Juicy. But anyway, I'm giving it back to him because I don't want that.
I would like to add another thing.
Go ahead.
2 of these songs, we had a guest bass player on them who just happened to kind of come on in and rescue us when we didn't have Travis. and it's Greg Wilson Thompson. And he came to the studio,
Yeah,
worked with
he's
us.
very good.
He is
Very good.
primo.
Well, you know, you get them seasoned artists,
Yes.
what I call them, seasoned, because they already know what they're doing. You start playing something, they pick it right up. That's a seasoned artist. And we
Yeah.
got a lot of them in this town.
He's on Turning Back, and then he's also on Give It All You Got, which was our last song. It's number 3, but it was our last song that we did. And we didn't have a lot of time, to do it. But what was really beautiful was to watch GT and Tim work together, and they did that song in one take.
Yep.
And never played it before.
Because they're seasoned artists.
And it was just,
Those are my favorite kind.
Yeah.
You're a very seasoned artist yourself.
Thank you.
My goodness, you've worked with so many different people, and you're just a pleasure to hear. I could sit and listen to you all day long.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Well, that's
You
true.
coming from the background of music too.
Well,
Great to
it's
work with you.
it's just believe it or not, here in Jacksonville, a lot of the older artists and talent people, we all kind of stick together.
Yes.
Yeah, thank God, because I can't do Tide Pod and all that other stuff. I don't know if I
Glad
can
we were
handle
born
it.
when we were born.
I mean, that's the very reason I did Southern Rock, was because those were my people. Those are my people. That's what we all grew up listening to. That's what we all enjoy. That's what we all love. And I'm going to tell you something. Once you got it, it's right there in your heart. You can't do nothing about it. You might as well just listen to it and have a good time.
I will say that we are on the next level. We've got another batch of new songs that we're going to be working on.
Oh, very good.
And I have a new song called Working Girls Blues.
I've heard about that.
Yes, so if
with
you
our
see,
girl.
yeah, co-written by Cindy Hayes and I. And if you see WGB, you know what that's about. It's about women who work all the time.
Yeah. Some of us never stop.
We're driven.
Driven or chased or something. I haven't figured it out yet.
You're chasing.
I'm kind of chased. Yeah, I'm chased. You're driven. I'm chased.
Thelma and Louise.
Yeah.
We approach it a little different with the CD. A lot of bands, if they're doing their own material, they don't
Right.
play covers.
Right.
And my idea is you play the covers, you work yours in, and that's how they get more
Right.
exposure than trying to just go out and promote just original material.
Well, because unless you're a very, very strong band, which I do know one from Canada, Zedhead, I know y'all have heard of them before.
Yeah.
All their stuff is pretty much originals. But they had to get out there and do just like everybody else. There's ZZ Top and all their different, a band without covers in this town doesn't work. And what I mean by doesn't work, they don't get any work.
Yeah, you have to play covers.
Because people want to hear what they want to hear. They don't want to hear songs that they've never heard before, all the time. They all enjoy, once they've gotten to where they've gotten some artist or a certain band that they like, that's great, but you just don't want to hear just originals. You want to hear all that old rock and roll.
Classics.
Yeah. Classic music. It's around forever.
It's
Music
nice.
doesn't go away.
What's nice is
Just
if we
gets
play
better.
an original song, and I won't announce it sometimes, that's an original. Because you get a different response.
Well, and they probably don't even realize it because they're just rocking.
And they
Because y'all are high energy, so you get lost in the moment.
Yep.
And this is a good band for doing that. I tell you what, I've been to their shows and phew, you get lost in the moment.
We will see you there.
Okay, this ends the show for this time. I'll see you back next week. I'm Lulu Bennett, getting in tune with Lulu with American Hearts Radio and WebTV. Thank you, and y'all have a great night.
Here we are again.